My name is Ricardo Ortiz. I'm a senior here at Crespi, and I come from St. Joseph the Worker School. One of the biggest things that I struggled with was, time management, discipline, and just putting myself out there. But when it comes to Crespi, like how I said, they don't have any limitations on you. And, being able to be involved in so many things really forces you to develop those time management skills, be disciplined with your schoolwork, knowing when's the right time to start your schoolwork so you have enough time to go to wrestling practice. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from Crespi that I'll keep with me forever. It's always take advantage of whatever opportunities you have, because as soon as you start taking advantage of those, even though you might think it'll be overwhelming, you learn to adapt. It's a really big thing. Like you learn here at Crespi, you learn to adapt to be able to manage everything in life. I have things outside of school that I do as well, and coming to Crespi, I was like, am I gonna have time? Am I gonna be able to like manage myself just with the amount of schoolwork? And I did, and that was really surprising for me because coming from middle school, I wasn't exactly some sort of organized kid. I wasn't well put together, but Crespi made me that way, and that I think that's the biggest takeaway that I could possibly take from Crespi. And also, learning what it's like to develop relationships with your peers and also with people that I guess are above you, like for example, your teachers, the principal, other staff members at Crespi. You learn to develop those sort of almost professional relationships. It's not just, oh, hey, how you, like, you ask the teacher like, hey, how was your day? What have you been up to? You develop that, and I think that's something important that not too many people develop early in life. And I think that's really putting me ahead of the game when it comes to going for internships when I'm in college, eventually applying for jobs. That's something amazing that Crespi just teaches you just from being there. The biggest thing is probably try out everything. When it comes to your classes, maybe you may not have as much flexibility your freshman year, but when it comes to, for example, sports, we don't cut freshmen from our sports team. So you're literally allowed to try whatever sport you want. When it comes to clubs, every single student at Crespi that you'll meet is super accepting, always wants to welcome you to whatever club, organization, whatever it is you want to do. We are always welcoming new members. Always try out, even if it's only a little bit of interest. And let's say the finance club at our school. Even if you have a little bit of interest in learning like how the stock market works, try it out. You're not going to get penalized, and it's not as time consuming as people might think. You'll learn to be able to manage everything. So I think that's the biggest thing. And also, when you put yourself out there like that, you'll make way more friendships. School will become a lot more fun because at the end of the day, doing schoolwork alone is not going to fulfill your high school career. It's not as fun sometimes, and so you have to put yourself in a position where you make it fun. And I think that's the biggest piece of advice because coming in freshman year, I wasn't as like extroverted, I guess. I wasn't trying as many things, but even then, like I had like the way I joined the wrestling team was one of my friends just literally dragged me into the room and was like, "Hey, you're doing wrestling now." And I was like, "Whoa!" So it's really amazing just how much effort we put into investing in each other. We don't just like let someone just linger about in school. We tell them like, hey, you should join our club, join our sports team, do something else. And that's probably the best thing you can do at Crespi and the best thing you can take advantage of.